Hi, this is Paul from the Regenerate Fitness podcast. Today's topic is, are you training or are you exercising? There is a difference. You might be pounding the streets, you might be riding on a bike, you might be going to the gym, you might be working out at home. Well, in this context, we'll talk about the gym because I work in a gym, so I witness many of these things that we're going to talk about. So I see many people come to the gym in the pursuit of fitness and weight loss, feeling the need to get out of breath, sweaty, and in many cases get sore. More often than not, they may be doing a class or several classes a week. Their motivation can be high at first, that feel-good factor of the endorphin rush that you get, and for many, the early results that you see and feel will be encouraging. Very quickly, though, the results stop coming. The body's adapted to the stresses you've put it through. Okay, so you've done a good job to this point. You have likely improved your health and fitness over them first few weeks or so. In fact, you've improved to the extent that the very same routine that you've been doing is no longer having any improvement benefits on your fitness and weight loss. You may still sweat, you may still get that feel good factor, but that's about it. For some, that's enough. But what happens when your motivation is dropping off? So, when the motivation wanes, discipline can be the only thing that keeps you going. But when results are what really drive you, when they fall off, so does the discipline and the consistency. If you carry on doing the same thing, you will maintain this level. And for some, that may be adequate, as I said. But what if you want more? What if, you still want to keep losing weight, or you want to get fitter or stronger? Well, most will do one of two things. Some will do both. Cut the amount of calories they consume or do more classes. What effect will this have? Regarding doing more classes, the downside is you're likely to push beyond the boundaries of getting healthier recovery. Healthier recovery is going to be what actually helps drive improvements in your health and fitness. The upside, well, there's almost certainly no upside. At some point, more is not better. Cutting calories is just not a good idea or a sustainable one. The adaptation that you do not want is for your body to become even more efficient with the calories you feed it. There is a rebound effect. If or when you stop following your regime, you will notice that when you return to the habits that you followed before you started, you will probably gain any weight that you lost and possibly even more. Cardio is never a good strategy for weight loss. Whenever you are performing predominantly cardio exercises to lose weight, your body is in a catabolic state. Fat loss is not the only tissue that you will lose. You will also lose lean mass, including muscle. This is always a no-no. As muscle requires energy to maintain, the loss of muscle will result in a drop in your BMR. That's your basal metabolic rate. Basically, you will have to eat less to stay the same weight that you were before you started. If you have ever watched The Biggest Losers, a very large percentage of those participants gain back most, if not more, of the weight that they lost. So, what do we do? Well, this is where training is required. Training is performing planned out activities over a period of time for the purpose of achieving a short or long-term goal. This requires the trainee to be able to periodically increase the stress on the body to elicit continual adaptation. The training protocols quickly become impossible to apply in that exercise class setting. So the trainee needs to devise or have a plan devised for them where they can program and monitor their exercises, their dietary requirements and their improvements over time. These improvements are what drive or at least help maintain motivation and certainly help maintain discipline. The adaptations required by an individual can be varied, from losing fat mass, building strength, building power, being more athletic, or just getting bigger. If you follow a good training plan, you are so much more likely to maintain consistency and move towards your goals. So in summary, if you just like to sweat and get your heart pumping in a social environment, carry on. It's still good to be active. But if you want specific results, you have to train. So get yourself a trainer. Okay, I work in the High Wycombe, the gym group. You're welcome to approach me and ask me any advice, ask me any questions. I'll be happy to answer them. And so until next time, this is the Regenerate Fitness Podcast. Catch you again tomorrow.